What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Serve Stories. Once again, this is a series where we here at the Lab just bring in somebody, either a ministry, the church at large, and just talk to them about their experience on mission and making the name of Jesus known. So today we have Bethany Patterson. What's up, Bethany? You all right? And she, all of last summer, was in Phoenix. So today we'll be talking to her about that. So Bethany, tell me about what drew you to Phoenix.
Yeah, so I first really started thinking about Arizona because of the church plant that was coming out of Northport Baptist. They were planting Freedom Church in Buckeye, Arizona. So I'd been praying about Buckeye and just this area out in Arizona that I had never been to before, way before I even considered serving there for the summer. But that's where I first heard about Phoenix in the area. So then I learned about Gen-Send, which is the program I went to Phoenix through, and decided to serve there after that.
Now you mentioned Gen-Send. What kind of work were you guys doing with Gen-Send?
Yeah, so Gen-Send, the main two goals of it are to help with church planting efforts and also to just learn how to live life on mission and become a better missionary. So a lot of our work was helping a church plant out there in Phoenix, getting to know the community and learning the people there so that the church plant itself could better serve and love the community.
So you mentioned life on mission. I'm glad you mentioned that. The thing that was cool about this mission trip was there was an extended one. A lot of the mission trips that we do here, well, not a bad thing at all, are kind of week long. There are these isolated pockets of time. But with Phoenix, it was a lot longer than that. It was several weeks at a time. So Bethany, what were the differences between these kind of week long shorter mission trips versus an extended one?
Yeah, so I was in Phoenix for 6 weeks. I spent my whole summer there last summer. One big difference is you can invest in relationships of people you meet there. If you go somewhere for a week, I mean, you know the people you're around, but then you kind of leave. But when you're there for 6 weeks, you can build on relationships over time, invite people to church repeatedly, like for many weeks, get to know people. And then I have people that I met out in Phoenix that I'm still in contact with today because I was able to build those relationships over that period of time I was there.
Awesome. Now, I know there have got to be way too many to go into. But what was one of the best God moments or best God story, like just one of the best moments from that trip? What was going on there?
Mm-hmm. One thing that we got to do out there that was really neat is when we partnered with the church plant, like I talked about, we had the goal or the task of planning an event, like an outreach event for that church. So we were partnered with Relentless Church in Phoenix, and they were actually in the process of looking for a new location while we were out there. And so the event that we planned, it was at like an art center in downtown Phoenix. We planned it as a movie night and had a movie on a screen outside, had popcorn, snow cones, and it was free for everyone. So everyone got to come. There was a lot of people who were even homeless there that just got to come and enjoy a movie and popcorn for a night. And there was just a lot of joy there. And now Relentless Church actually has moved and is meeting in the theater in that art center. And so we were able to build relationships with people who worked at the art center while we were out there that helped the church now move to that location, and they meet there weekly. So it was really cool just to be part of that transition.
Movie night, you were speaking my language. That's my thing. Kind of switching gears a little bit, what was one of the hardest moments from that trip? And how did you see God work through that?
Mm-hmm. One really hard thing was I personally am more introverted and more quiet and not as outgoing, especially as some other members of our team. So it was really frustrating at times for me because I felt like I wasn't talking to people and making as many connections as other people on our team just because I am more quiet. And so I was like, God, am I supposed to be here? What am I doing here? But he really taught me that there's a place for me as an introvert on the mission field, just as there are for extroverts. And there are people that he sent me to talk to and to reach that needed to be reached by someone more quiet or more one-on-one than someone who's going to be up in front of a crowd. So God taught me a lot about letting him use me and realizing that he calls everyone to mission, not just certain people or people with certain personality traits. He's called everyone to be on mission and to share the gospel with others.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, last question, and take your time if you need to on this one. The Grand Canyon, how was it?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was so much fun. We got to spend a day. We did have some fun time to explore Phoenix and just Arizona with our team. And one day we drove up to the Grand Canyon. And for some people on our team, it was their very first time to see the Grand Canyon, and it was so cool to be there, like with Kate and other people on our team experiencing that. And just every time I see the Grand Canyon, it's like you can't even behold God's glory and God's beauty, and seeing it, it almost looks unreal. So it was a really fun day just with our team and beholding the glory of God in nature.
Awesome. Bethany, thank you so much for joining us for episode 3 of Star Stories. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to tune in, and as we just bring more people in to show how Jesus has worked in and through them, and how they've impacted the communities around them, and how the Holy Spirit has moved through them. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you.